Go grab a wrench and help, man.
Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.
Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to part 2 of LS swapping my is300. Got the whole turbo kit and everything out. Started taking the rest of the intake off. I'm just gonna clear up a bunch of stuff and things that I'm not gonna need when I LS swap it. I'm just getting rid of everything now. Alright, somehow I must have hit a line or something. All the power steering fluid just leaked out. So that's pretty awesome. Good thing I have this floor absorbent from Super Clean. This stuff's a lifesaver. Alright. Got the rest of that. Intake. I'll take the ECU and stuff like that out. I'm just trying to disconnect everything that I can, so that way when I borrowed that cherry picker from my buddy, when I pull this out, everything should just come out nice and easy. Alright, I'm gonna drain the radiator, start getting this stuff out of the way. Alright. Got that draining. And once the devil's Kool-Aid is all drained out, I can get the radiator out and then work on the AC stuff. And over here I got the most of the intake off. I'm working on the wiring harness stuff. Just trying to make it as easy as I can for when I pull this engine out. Alright, I guess I can start by taking these fans off. Alright. Look at all that room. And luckily, nothing on the front of the engine is leaking. It was mainly just the oil pan and then like intake. There were some leaks when I did all that stuff and made those videos. I didn't get new gaskets for some of the stuff. So that's why I figured with everything leaking, and just going to take the engine out, redo everything, put some better rods and pistons in there, so when I put this in the Mark III Supra, it should be ready to go. But yeah, when I put this in the Supra, I'm going to get the Arctech, I think the manifold is called, stainless steel. It's nice and slim, doesn't take up a lot of space. And then also, to save room on the Supra, I'm going to be getting the bracket to get rid of the air conditioning pump. And then it puts the alternator over on this side, getting that away from the hot side. So that should make it fit in there just a little bit easier. If not, I got a welder and a hammer. I can make it fit.
You can't do it! I can do anything.
And bam, just like that. We went from the past to the future. Those clips you just saw were from months ago. If you watched that last update video I made, you'll pretty much know everything that went on and why I haven't filmed in a while. But here we are right now, up to date. So what I'm doing right now is like the power wire that I have going to the battery in the trunk. I'm getting all that stuff, the wiring harness I'm going to get off, get everything ready, pull out the 2JZ. So once I get all this stuff taken off, and I can jack this thing up, get the engine mounts from both sides from underneath, and take out the drive shaft, transmission mount and all that good stuff, and try to get the engine pulled out. I'm going to pull the engine and transmission out all in one. I will be unbolting this and taking this whole support off. I still have to get the AC condenser and all that stuff out of there. Alright, let's get to undoing some hoses and wires. There, I got all the heater core, hoses, grounds, all the cables, the wiring harness, got the ECU, everything unplugged, so all this can come out with the engine. Power steering lines, have all that unhooked. Now I have to take out the AC lines and the condenser, get all that out of the way. Undo all this in the front. Alright, it's almost 1 a.m. It's like 28 degrees in here. So I think I'm going to call it for this part. But tomorrow I'm going to pick up the camera, come out here and jack this thing up, get the motor mounts out, like I said, from the bottom here, unhook the drive shaft and clutch line and stuff like that. And we're one step closer to pulling this thing out. Then we'll get it out and put it on this engine stand. Then we can go through that. Then I gotta get a buddy or someone to help me take the LS out of my donor truck, so we can get that prepped and resealed and ready to put in here. If you check out my last video, I show the excessive manufacturing motor mounts and isolators, brackets and stuff that I need for that. I also will be getting the transmission cross member for a T56 manual. So I figured since the car is already manual, it's got all the stuff really. So thanks for checking it out. Hit that like button, really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you on the next one.